like to take a moment to thank you for all the support we've received for
It means a
episode
lot.
1 and 2.
We started at the bottom and we've climbed up. We're now at 1 subscriber.
Yeah.
So if you are that 1 subscriber, it means the world to us.
You know what they say, when you're at rock bottom, the only way's up. And
that was us. And now look at us, we're in the big leagues now.
exactly.
Anyway, we thought we'd give that 1 subscriber a special treat today.
Yeah.
We're going to be answering the question, while free trade has been the dominant view in the last decades, protectionist policies are on the rise. What are the drivers of the global move away from free trade, and how should the UK respond?
Well, that sounds so interesting.
Before we get into it, just very quickly, I just want to say, if you want us to talk about any question, put it in the comments, smash like, and hit subscribe.
Please hit subscribe. It means the world
Yeah.
to us. It really does.
We were brought to tears earlier when we found out someone subscribed to our channel. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, Ollie, take it away.
Right, so basically in recent decades, neoliberal free trade economics has been the centre of the globalising world. As a result, the focus has been mainly looking forward-looking nations. Macroeconomic policy making, free trade economics has been credited with lower domestic costs. Through foreign outsourcing and competitive advantages, boosting innovation and technological improvements. So what does that mean?
It's just very good, I think. It's just great. Something
that waffle, to be fair.
Yes, I mean, something that we've been seeing a lot of is this nationalist uprising in a lot of Western countries. That could be from a discontent within the electorate from globalization. And, some good examples of highlighting long-standing inequalities and decline, maybe because of globalization, are the financial crisis of 2008 and also the pandemic recently.
Yeah. Pandemic was the trenches, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, sat in bed all day.
Shooting blanks.
Shut up. We're talking about Minecraft there.
Yeah.
And we, coming back to the topic on hand, we see like the rise of the AfD in Germany. Everyone was biting their teeth, hoping that those guys wouldn't win, and they didn't. Thank God. Reform UK in Britain, awful bunch.
God,
and
your party. What is your party? Is it actually our party? That's the question. What are their policies going to be? But that might be a later episode where we can talk about that.
Yeah. Drop it. Hit a like if we get to 4 likes.
Yeah, if we get to 4 likes, we'll make an episode on your party.
Yes. What? Anyway, moving on from him, recent disruptions have exposed vulnerabilities in the global supply chain, and some certain conflicts are a good example. If we have a look into Russia's invasion into Ukraine, that alone raised global wheat prices by over 2%, which is nuts because, as we know, Ukraine is a big wheat exporter. And when you've got Russia committing war crimes on your wheat crops, that's not good for business.
We condemn Russia.
Yes, we don't like Russia. Over here, we're very smart, you could say. And also another good example, threats made by China, the People's Republic of China, to Taiwan, the Republic of China.
Poor Taiwan.
Yeah, poor Taiwan, man. They don't deserve it, even though... I don't know if
they're manufacturing chips. These chips
they're microchips.
And China's just like bullying them.
Not microchips you can eat, by the way. They're very important.
Yeah.
Like
nanochips, even. Are they nano?
I don't know.
I think it's nano.
You're nano. He's 5'6" for reference.
I'm 6 foot actually.
And so we'll basically, so all these microchips are made on Taiwan. It's something like 90 something percent. So basically, and these microchips go into tanks, phones, computers, everything. What you're watching this podcast on.
Yeah. They're designed in the US.
Yes. Anyway, so the US government saw this ain't great, because if China takes over this, then we're all screwed. So they've started to make these microchips over in Arizona, but it sucks because they can't do it very well because they're not specialized like they are on the island of Taiwan.
Exactly.
And so it sucks. Now they're more expensive, but it's getting there slowly. We're moving the production away from Taiwan, but it does pose a risk. If China does invade, then we're screwed, all of us, and we're just going to have to revert back to using pen and paper
Yeah.
and reading books.
But this is what Trump wants, doesn't he? He wants domestic production. He wants domestic industries to take over, so there's less, dependency on other countries for imports.
Yeah, but in a later episode, maybe we'll talk about why that ain't such a good idea. Anyway, focusing on this, and another key topic I'd like to do a quick dip in, dip our toes in.
Dip our toes.
Would be.
What did you say?
Speak this up.
Oh yeah,
we got 10 minutes. US and China trade war. Everyone knows about this. Up to 140%, 145% tariffs on each other. That sucks, and it shows that this protectionist behaviour is a bit silly at the end of the day. And again, another quick thing is that AI, such as ChatGPT, has been banned in countries such as Russia, China, Iran, and surprisingly Italy. And it's like, Italy, what are you afraid of?
Yeah,
I mean, we all know that you provide nothing, so maybe the jobs will take over quicker. I don't know how good ChatGPT is at making a margarita pizza, but whatever. Right.
At the end of the day, I just want my BYD car for cheap. I don't want a massive tariff on it. But then, that's the whole point of protectionism, because they're made for so cheap and they're such good cars. They just dominate the market.
Dominate. Right. Yeah, dominate the market.
Top.
You could call it a monopoly, but it's not a monopoly.
True.
But it's not. So you just need to shut up. Anyway, what this means for the UK, international developments present both challenges and opportunities.
Wow.
Now, because we're operating outside the EU, the government must formulate, we think, after much deliberation, we think the government must have a coherent and forward-looking long-term trade and relations strategy to develop our economy to be the most flexible and strongest position it can be.
Yeah. Where are we here? So first, the UK should... Oh, God, we've got 2 minutes left. Let's speed this up.
Hurry up, mate.
So how can we achieve this? First, the UK should reaffirm its commitment to rules based on the international trade system by engaging in constructively with institutions such as the World Trade Organization to promote British openness to free trade-based globalization and specialized world economy. This should develop an image of a strong, reliable, potential trade partner. So hopefully that will incentivize other countries to trade with us and trust us. At the end of the day, it's all built on trust. As Trump says, you just got to trust one another.
I don't trust Donald Trump.
I don't trust Donald Trump
Screw
personally.
him. Also, if we enhance our supply chain resilience, I think personally that should be a national priority. I think Mr. Starmer needs to get his head back in the game. We should, not retreat back into isolationism, but we should pursue strategic diversification and develop reliable trade partners such as, Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah.
When have they ever gone against us? They're literally our
Exactly.
dogs.
Exactly.
On a leash. And we've seen recently with the steel industry, that's gone downhill, and that's like writings on the wall maybe. So let's stop that right now. We need to diversify our supply chains. Maybe we should onshore some production that we recently offshored, but not too much.
Yeah.
And we just need to make sure that our supply chains are all good and chill, as well as maintaining very, very, very good relationships with our most crucial trading partners, so we can have the strongest supply chains and not be at any risk like Donald Trump thinks that his country's at. I wonder whose fault that was. He'll blame
exactly.
Biden.
This should help making sure this is more reliable.
Yeah. Anyway,
it should help the volatility.
We've got 5 seconds left, so thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for
watching. 3 4 to 4 improving version, so thank you very much.